Thank you, everyone.
Oh, hi, Oak.
We're back again.
Hello. Welcome to the Shrimpiest Podcast.
Welcome to the Shrimpiest Podcast, yo.
We've been wanting to do this for a while,
There you go.
and we're excited to finally have the chance to do it.
So what's the Shrimpiest Podcast?
The Shrimpiest Podcast, Oak, it's an extension of Blue Shrimp Films now. It's gonna give everyone a deeper look into who we are, and a look into our friends and family, and what we got going on in live film, music, Oak sex life, anything is possible up on this
We're going that far?
bar, bro. We're going deep.
Oh my god, that's depressing.
We're going. Oak, what is Blue Shrimp Films, man? Come on, let's tell people what Blue Shrimp Films is.
What Blue Shrimp Films? I love blue, Thomas loves shrimp, and we love films. Blue Shrimp represent multicultural, fresh content, something that should be exist in the world.
Young people.
Yes, sir.
Young people. I think as young creatives, we have the chance to really not have a studio or this company that really limits us. And I think that's important now. And I think that's what we always go for with Blue Shrimp Films, is that we create whatever we want and we don't have no limitations and we have no one telling us what to do. And we shoot it with whatever we have, whether it be a crew of 2 people or a giant group of 30 people and all our friends and, our grandma, and everyone's invited, cooking for us and doing whatever we can just to shoot the project, right? Oak, who are you, man? Let's tell people.
Who am I?
Let's tell people a little bit
Okay.
about who you are. And
Okay. I'm Oak, O-A-K like a tree. Welcome to the Oaks world. And I'm basically been here for 9 years in America. I'm from Thailand, Bangkok. That's my OG hometown. And I start my career from visual. I love visual. I start my art career from painting, and then I came here starting study photography, grip electric, until I wanted to do it. I want to be a DP, and then I was like, oh, why don't become a director? Then I like to direct as well. Now I'm another position, which is I'm a producer for Nostro Camino.
That's right.
It's Thomas' film, feature
right.
film that we've been trying to do.
And we'll get made eventually.
We'll get back into Nostro Camino very soon.
Yeah.
But let's introduce yourself too, Thomas. Who are you?
I have some questions.
Uh-oh.
Why you were a grip person? When I first met you, man, everyone knew Oak as the guy who was a grip or a gaffer, and he knew everything about lights. What made you transition, man, into wanting to be a producer? What happened there?
Well, basically, when I went to LSCC, I studied photography, and at some point, I was about to finish all the classes, and people asked like, "So, which way you want to go?" I was like, "What do you mean? Which you want to go for photography or you want to go for cinema?" And I study, and I was like, "Let's do cinema then." I don't know what's gonna happen, and then when I start, I was in a class for grip because it doesn't require much English. It's just more like, okay, there's a lighting.
Set up the lights and that's it.
Exactly, because in photo class, I just learned how to use camera in film format and digital format, but not much of the lighting. Like, we don't know how to set up C-stand and lighting and what's going on. So I study grip and electric. And when I got into, I just realized like recently, like I'm very supreme person. Like when I want to do something, I really want to do it. And when it was a grip, I was like, okay, I want to get into grip union. I want to get into local.
Yeah. That's where the money's at.
Yeah, I want to get into a local, and I study with Mike Uva, who's the one who wrote Grip Book. It's like a Bible for
He was a
grip.
professor.
Yeah, he was the he wasn't in the class. I studied with Christopher Rossiter. He's the professor at LSCC, but he introduced Mike Uva in the class, and eventually after the class, I was in the shoot with him, with Mike Uva, and I was like,
And
yep,
they paid you good.
yep, and I was like, I love
remember
grip.
You told me about that.
I
That was
love
like
grip.
Your first best film set experience, right?
Yeah. It's like real shoot. It's a LG commercial. We drove to San Diego, and I earned like 400 a day
That's good.
with extra,
That
which is
beautiful money.
something. And it was like 5 days. Second meal I provided. Super
That's good, huh?
Yeah, even though it was a grip, but I learned a lot on that day, and I was like, cool. I'm strive to be a professional grip. And I love lighting. I fell in love. But eventually I was like, oh, I love lighting more than grip. I love like nodding, rigging, but not much as lighting. You know, I love color. I study my career, as I mentioned earlier. I study painting and drawing, and I love like, you know, lighting. And I want to be a gaffer, and I love gaffing. Now, when I was in season, people know me as like Oak Gaffer.
I know.
Yep. When I show up on set, I have 2 on my belt. I'm ready to go.
I know. I remember when we took CT, our first official film class.
Yeah.
Oak had been on set before, and all of us, we hadn't been on set. So I was shooting my film a tiempo, and we had to arrive to this house at 9 a.m. Everyone in my class, including we arrived to that house to shoot at 10:30, I think it was. Oak was there at 8:30. He was there on time. He was very professional.
I was there already fed. I already fed myself. I'm ready to go.
He's ready to work, but little does he know he's working with a bunch of newbies who do absolutely nothing about film.
It was a fun experience.
Yeah. Me?
Yeah, sure. Talk about Thomas. Who are you, Thomas?
My name is Thomas Macias. I am from Paris, California. I've lived in that city my whole life. So I came out to LA for college. You know, I felt like that was pretty ballsy. That was like the biggest move of my life at that moment. And I've just always wanted to do film. I've always wanted to become a filmmaker, and you know, it's happened over the years. I've been able to shoot my own projects and now start the company, and everything's slowly growing, you know? Right now is the worst time to do this because we're in COVID season, so everything is literally stopped right now. There's no work, there's nothing. So we're doing lots of different things now to work.
I have a question.
Yes, sir. Hit me.
I have a question. So you told me that you've been wanting to do film. Not much of people in my life that I met. You know, I work in restaurant. I go to school and stuff. Not a lot of people come up like, I want to make film. I want to be a director. And Thomas is the one who always in charge as at least the first AD or the director.
If I'm not, look, one of the biggest sets I ever got on was Lucha Underground. That was my freshman year of college, and at that point I said, I made it, you know, but no, I didn't make it. I was working on, honestly, a shitty set with really mean people who'd be like, get that stupid PA over here talking about me, right? And I said, you know, I can't do this, man. Like, and lots of people say you gotta work your way up and you gotta do this and that, but honestly, the best thing you gotta do is just create your own company and create your own content, because like that, you're in charge and you're able to, you're ready to take the helm, you know? And why that? If I'm anything under a first AD at this point, I'm honestly not really. If it's for friends, I'm down. I'll be your crafty PA person, whatever, right? But if it's you know, if I feel like I can't really be in charge of that production, you know, it's gonna be really hard for me to be there. Other than that, I've always wanted to be a director. Some of the films that really inspired, there's a scene in Ferris Bueller that really inspired me to be a filmmaker, and that was when Ferris takes the float and they're singing Twist and Shout and dancing. I just watching that scene when I was growing up, it just felt really magical, and I said, how did they do this, you know? And I remember thinking like, how did they do this, and how did they do this in the 80s? You know, how did they get all these people to come together and shoot this like amazing big dance sequence? And I think at that moment I just knew like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and this is the only thing I can ever imagine myself doing. And if I'm not doing it, I'm not going to be happy. So it's a slow process. I got the 9 to 5, which I'm happy for. I love it. But at the same time, on the weekends and whenever I can, I am working on these other productions, these other gigs with you or my other friends, right? To, you know, keep on working.
That kind of remind me of when I decided that I would love to pursue for a film career, which when I was in high school and I want to get into Thai university, because in Thailand there's a system you need to do the admission.
Wait, so you never imagined yourself coming to the U.S.?
Nope.
Wow.
So I was like, cool.
So he was a ska singer.
I was in a ska band. I was studying painting. I was in a band. I was a comedian. I was a Thai comedian. It's like we went into the competition and we won the 5th prize.
5th place?
That's
pretty good.
Like nationwide.
I've seen, if y'all go on YouTube, you can see videos of Oak singing And he's literally pumping up the crowd and yeah.
Wait.
And he's got just a bunch of little kids just dancing around him, and they're all getting. It's not like out in the U.S. I could never ever imagine myself, dancing with all my peers like to like this band, But I think it's very different out in Thailand, right?
It is very Thai. Yeah. So back in high school, so when I study painting, there was a guy, which is my tutor's friend. He showed his short film that he created like visual effects with bullet, like was a film called Wanted, the curved bullet thing. Yeah. So he kind of recreated that scene, and it's done with DSLR. And I was like, I don't know what was a camera or whatever, because I was like still painting. It's like I still have like, what's the complementary color, green and this and those and that. And I saw like, oh, you can make a short by yourself, not studio, and that's still in my mind until I came here.
That reminded me.
What?
How did I meet Oak? I met Oak because before we got into the film program at the university, we had already filmed once. We didn't get into it the first time. So both of us didn't get into it the first time. So we already talked like, damn, we didn't get into it, bro. We're going to try one more time. Let's see what happens. So we had to take a TV class just in case we were going to have to get into this damn TV program.
Exactly.
So we were taking this TV class, and I saw this Thai guy when we had to work on our own. We had to work on our own projects, single on our own. And this Thai guy, he comes up and he shows this like, it's a silent film about this guy just trying to concentrate. And it was the best film in the class. And I saw it and I said, who the hell is this guy? And you were much younger back then, right?
Thank you, Thomas.
You were extremely much younger back then. So,
well, film make you depressed.
No, it doesn't, bro.
I just blame film.
No, bro. And anyway, so that just you can make films on your own, and that was when we met and we talked and we said, well, I hope we get in. We were just praying. I hope we can get in. We did. We got in.
Yeah. So that short was like it was done by myself, but I got the equipment from my friend from another shoot. Which that's the first short, and the second short was done with like 6 film crew, 2 grip, 2 electric.
The one with the
pullover. Yeah. That one I got like full loaded of wood and nickel lighting.
Lucky you, huh?
Yeah, I went on a shoot and I asked the DP like, can I return it for you? But I'm gonna use it for my short. And that day was raining and was like, let's do it, perfect.
That's dope.
And we did it.
That's dope. Eventually, what happened is, so Oak and I both got into the film program, and we knew each other, so we kept on hanging around with each other. We started hanging around with the same people, and I remember the first film class we had. We all wanted to direct, right? Everyone wanted to be director. I was lucky enough to become a director, but you had to do sound.
Oh shit! I was a sound guy.
You was the sound guy.
The sound guy.
I remember.
And that literally, like, the whole class thought I'm into sound. Right? And I was like, excuse me.
And I was confused because I said, damn. And I remember I think they only had 4 spots, and I think it was 5 people. So you were the 5th. We were the unlucky one out of the
I was an unlucky one, yep.
And I in my head, I remember when I saw that happen, I said, how is this guy gonna want to be here for the rest of the semester doing sound? And then think about it. You're the only sound guy in the class, because none of the other projects had sound. It was just you.
For real?
Oh no, John, huh?
Yeah. There's some sound people in the class.
But it wasn't a lot.
Not a lot. Like, I was like, at least.
That's why people thought you were one of the sound guys.
Exactly. They keep asking me like, hey, you want to do sound? I don't want to do sound. At least ask me to do DP or gaffing. I would do for you. But not sound. Not my expertise.
No, man. But eventually, we kept on hanging around with each other. We kept on working.
One thing that remind me of hanging out a lot with you and me is, so we have a class on Thursday. Every Thursday, and we always like, let's get some food after, maybe beer, maybe do this and that.
Beer.
Yeah. And he doesn't drink beer. He drink only White Russian or some hard liquor. All right, just so you know.
And water.
Yep. A lot of cold water. No tomato for his burger too. Anyway, so every Thursday we always like, what we want to do next? Let's watch film maybe, So we go to his place and I create a club called Thursday Movie Club.
The best club to be at on Thursdays.
Yep. So if y'all don't hang out with Thursday Movie Club people, you whack, I think. And then we watch a lot of cool film, discuss about it. Sometimes we double feature, and then that doesn't create any knowledge much, but
You're different.
the relationship is super tight. Like me and him always talk about life, about like, you know. Once I show him my perfect film, my love film is from Thailand. It's called Citizen Dog, and
it out.
that time, yeah, it's perfect film. I cannot rate it. It's an unrateable film. So yeah, so I watched. We showed that film, and he was like, "Hey, can you explain about film, about Thai culture a little bit?" And that day I cried in front of people. Like, yeah, it's really touching, not because of the film, but I just broke up with my ex and this and that. And that relationship is like, yep, it's nothing that you can buy in the film school. It's a personal relationship. Like after school we still hang out, we still like, even though we don't meet each other, we still like, whoop, we gotta see each other. We
Talk.
yeah,
We gotta talk.
we married.
Pretty much. And I guess what that tells me is, for lots of those people that didn't build those relationships, I don't know where they're at now.
Exactly.
That sucks. That sucks. That lots of these people who, me and Oak, we're no one. We're literally no one in the film industry, right? But, we do have a team, and we do have a group of people that we always constantly work with and we always collaborate with, and they come back to us at all times too. And I think that's the beauty of, it's not about, we learned shit in college. Okay, we did it, right? We made valuable friendships, and now look at us. We eventually made a company together, Blue Shrimp Films. He loves the color blue. I used to eat shrimp almost every day. I've cut down, maybe once, twice a week now if I'm lucky. And Blue Shrimp Films, right? That's how the company came to be.
Yep. I would say the biggest project for Blue Shrimp Films that we ever tried to make it happen, right? We're still making it, but it doesn't happen yet due to COVID-19. It's a bad situation to do the crowdfunding and getting investors, because all of our well-known investor and our colleague is all like having a trouble of financial situation. Everyone got it.
Yeah. We're talking about Nuestro Camino, right? Nuestro Camino is a true story of how my grandparents crossed the Mexican-American border in 1971. I have that memorized.
You got it right.
This is a film that is really a story that's really dear to my heart, because I care about my grandma and grandpa so much, I care about my parents, but my grandma and grandpa, they're my second parents, they've always been there for me. They've always supported me. And what better way to repay them and show them that I care about them than with a film about their life and their struggles and what they went through in order to get here to the United States. It's not a pretty story, right? Basically, my grandma crossed the border with my mom, who was 3 months old at the time. My grandpa, they were separated, and he was sent down to the furthest city south of Mexico, Campeche. And that's the film. The film is them reuniting. So the 6-year-old woman now living this life in LA by herself, and my grandpa coming up and trying to get to his family. You'd think right now that, everyone's all about Latino films and let's support diversity. Not really. It's still very hard to get these films made, and we've met so many people over the time, and so many people that they're down and they want to do it, and we raised a lot of money. We're in crowdfunding, but we still have a lot of work to do. Honestly, another year of work to do, if we're being honest. And it's really hard, but there's times when I want to give up. I've cried to Oak. I want to give up, bro. Like, I can't do this anymore. Like,
let me tell you the journey of the Nostro Camino. I saw the journey of Nostro Camino since the first day of Is It Born. It's from a writing class at CSUN. He wrote it. I wrote my film too, but Sammy's Daydream. But Thomas was like, I'm gonna finish my feature script, and then would you like to produce or DP for me? And I was like, I don't know. I love DPing, but DP is not my last thing I want to do as a filmmaker. And I decided to be a producer for Nostro Camino. And then the feature is done. We started the crowdfunding to Seed and Spark. We got the first batch of money, and then we started the pre-production. And then at the end of the year of 2019, we went to AFM, American Film Market. We met a lot of people. We met a lot of investors. Yeah, and that was like the most.
I've never felt so hyped in my life.
Yeah, yeah.
Really, we were coming out of there jumping up and down and going crazy like, yeah, we got it. We met this person, this person, this person. We're gonna do it. No, it didn't work out like that.
Yeah, it's a little hard. It's a little harder to do for the independent filmmaker. You know, it's not a market for getting money. It's for selling. If you have a finished product, go there. You will have way more fun.
Yep. And that's the thing is, and we learned that. We have a documentary that we're slowly working on. We've been working on it for about a year already. Once we finish that documentary, we're sending it straight to AFM. That's where it's going, baby. That's it. Because that's the place where if you have a film that you've made, you could go and you can sell it. Easy. No problem.
But watch out, this year gonna be a lot of different, you know, there's gonna be a lot of change. Cause they say like 2018 is one thing, like people talk about, okay, Netflix just start up and this and that. And now 2019, people just talk about online platform. Less people talk about theater release, you know. And 2020, after COVID-19, we'll see what's up. But we, you know, as a filmmaker, we are one kind of artist. We need to adapt to what's gonna happen. That's why podcast is born.
We're doing whatever we can.
Yeah.
So Oak just released his new series Alienation. It premiered on Facebook a couple days ago.
Right.
It's doing pretty good. It hit 12,000 views today.
Right.
And you want to talk about it, Oak?
Sure. So alienation is basically it's like another side of a coin of, you know, a Thai community.
Which we've never even seen before in America. I've never seen anything. I've never seen anything Thai. I think, right? Nothing.
It's basically the first TV show in America about Thai people. It's very very Thai because it's created by, you know, Thai people who work in a Thai restaurant before for many years.
Pretty much everyone on this crew, they've all done restaurant work. They've all Uber. They've done the dirty work, you know. And like everyone, they want to do films. We want to do films, right? And it's beautiful that, you know, you guys came up with a story that's very personal and that lots of people can relate to. And you know, it's doing good. It's doing really good.
So the story is basic. It's a little dramatic, you know, in terms of, you know, what end was the ending. I'm not gonna spoil my film. That's a shame.
Just check it out.
Yeah, check it out. But it's basically it's a life of a girl called Annie. She's from a northern part of Thailand, and she came here and she have a really hard time. She wanna quit, but why? Oh, you figure out. But basically, yesterday we just have a live Q&A session on Alienation fans page, and we talk about restaurant community, which is a little weird because we realize that all restaurant they got the same system, same kind of food that we serve, but the drama that happened is between Thai people. That's why we're not like Apple company who has like good system how to manipulate people and stuff. But no, Thai restaurant is like kind of family style and it's like very Thai style. Like, hey, would you like to do this and that? Sometimes it's like, oh, you don't have you undocument. That's another story. And a lot of Thai people is like that. When I show this to Thai people that used to be here, and they be like, "Yep, I miss Thailand. I miss Thai town. I used to be here. I used to work in a restaurant." And I hope everyone enjoy it. And we are looking forward to make episode 2 until 12 to get the first season out.
Yeah. You know, it always makes me happy when you talk about Alienation, Oak, because I think for me this is what Blue Shrimp Films is about. We're able to tell stories that will never be seen on screen, or it's very hard to get people to see, or just audio, just in general, just to get made. And I think that's honestly what I want Blue Shrimp Films to be. It's just, I don't want to tell stories about white people. No offense, right? I want to tell stories about people of color. And with time, I know we'll be able to tell more stories, and you know, we'll be able to eventually make all the films we want. It's gonna take a lot of work.
Yep. For me, I would say when we are in film school, I was able to take a class called film theory class, and I took both film theory and advanced film theory. That made me understand the film genre, what's postmodern film, what's postmodern art, and this and that, how's the movement go and stuff. That's why I want to make like fresh content every time I create. Like, okay, it's gonna waste people time, all the crew, the cast, and this and that, people watching, if it doesn't create anything new or create any at least emotion, why are we creating it? Why does it exist? I used to be in a photo class when the professor always asked, like, why does this photo exist? Why? What's the...
And sometimes you think, I don't know, because I fucking took it. Like, I don't know. Why does it exist? I don't know.
But you know, it's all people preference. What's it gonna be?
We need
but
to find a meaning to everything.
Exactly.
And there is a meaning to everything. There is. We just need to dig deep into this little brain of ours and find it.
There you go.
So right now we're struggling through this COVID situation, and it's getting pretty hard. We're like, what, a month in? I've been going kind of crazy. You are still out living like it's not COVID season or something.
I don't give a fuck about COVID.
I'm scared to get too close to this guy. Like I heard him cough earlier. If I get this damn virus, it's this guy's fault.
No, I smoke too much.
Oh well, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I am a clean guy. That's why I.
God bless Thomas.
Señal de la Santa Cruz, man. Come on, amen, right?
There you go.
Oh, what are you doing during the season right now? What? Other than being out still, right? You're editing a lot, right?
I edit a lot. I started doing more of color grading, visual effects at home, and you know, I take care of my cat. I just recently got a cat named Penkai, which means I'm chicken, and I still do a little shooting sometimes, some photo, some video, but try to be safe at home because I don't want to be a selfish guy in the home. Like I go out and my mom and my brother, who's the one who is in a risk, you know. Yeah, but exactly. I try to at least be productive and try to think like what's gonna happen. Like this is a life questioning. Not only I'm a filmmaker, you know. Everyone should ask like, so what you gonna do? Are you a waiter? Are you a filmmaker? Are you whatever you are? See what's up. See what you can do after the COVID or right now. Whoever won this situation is the one who know what to do and do it right.
And just so y'all know, Oak quit his job to just pursue film full time. That's something lots of people don't have the balls to do. I don't have the balls to do it yet. Not yet.
Well, I would say that I will need to thank my brother and my mom who always let me do things, even though I don't.
They're really supportive.
They're supportive, and I don't really become successful yet. But I'm still doing it. I don't want to bring this ego in my life, but I would say it's only one type person in Los Angeles right now that can do like me. It's only me, and. Lately, I've been studying a lot. Like I've been listening a lot of podcasts, TED Talk, and see what I can do. And lately, I took my Thai homie Moses to a record studio to make his song. And I saw his program, the producer guy, Boo Quincy, BOOQUINCY, and his program is called Ableton Live, and it looked like Premiere Pro because it had waveform and stuff, and it was like interesting. And I've been writing rhyme. And I was
rapper.
Yeah, I've been listening and I wrote a little bit. Like I have some poems and this and that, but I don't know how to put it together. And I went back home and I opened Adobe Audition. I put the beat on and I make song. Nice. And I sent the demo to the producer and I was like, cool, I'm gonna make you a new beat and the song is getting finished now. Maybe next episode we can show to the people and see what's up.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna create a music video soon.
That'd be dope. Who's gonna direct?
Thomas.
Of course.
There you go. Is that a disclaimer purpose thing?
You have no choice. You have no choice. I've been at home. You know, I still have my 9 to 5, so I'm always working on projects for them, and I'm pretty much just wrapping up all of my projects. I've been editing. I feel like I'm on that computer so much, my eyes hurt. I know how you've been. You know, that's been your life for the past year pretty much already. And I've been watching a lot of movies. The other day I think I watched 5 horror movies, 5 not the best movies, right? Not movies I'm gonna say I watched. In one day.
God damn.
I know. I watched 5 movies. But regardless of that, I've been watching really good movies. The movie I watched that really blew me away that I've never seen before, I've always heard about, was There Will Be Blood. PTA's There Will Be Blood. And Oak, you gotta see it, man. Like, from start to those first 15 minutes where there's no dialogue, I'm literally, what the hell is gonna happen? It's crazy, bro. You need to really watch it. Daniel Day-Lewis, I've other than Phantom Thread, I've never really paid attention to this guy, but this guy's a goddamn good actor. Like I was blown away. The cinematography's gorgeous. The story, I never thought I'd want to watch something about miners and oil, but Paul Dano, oh my God, man, that guy's performance is amazing. Like this guy's creepy, crazy. Like, And yeah, that's a good film I watched recently. What about you?
Well, I haven't seen There Will Be Blood. I've seen a lot of skit of it. Like I just watched like cinematography emphasis. Like see,
It's based on that.
it's based on that. It's really good. But I've been wanting to see it, and of course I will watch it. Lately I just rewatched Chungking Express, Wong Kar-wai.
How was it?
My favorite director. I have that poster in my bathroom. If you can, you see it. But this time I watched it and I know the story already. So now I focus on cinematography of Christopher Doyle, and I see like, I've been shooting like him a lot.
Come on, man.
Like color, shutter speed, frame rate, and it doesn't mean anything bad. But I showed this film to non-film people, and they
Who saw it?
it, and he
What
was
do you
like,
think of it?
why nobody care about my question? He asked like, so where's the first guy? Where's the second story? What is it? What? But I was like, just feel it. This is, imagine you watch in 1970, and this is not that deep. Like compared to my favorite ever film, 2001: A Space Odyssey. That film, no visual effects, no.
So bomb.
So
Those
bomb.
monkeys strip you out, huh?
Yep, I watched like 3-4 times, full time,
You
and
saw it in IMAX, right?
yep, my best experience was the 70mm IMAX.
Oh yeah, I saw it too, man. I was tripping out.
Yep.
I wasn't even on drugs. I was just confused about the screen. You have this giant ass screen on right in front of you,
And the sound.
and the sound is scary. And you're like, "Who the hell made this? They hadn't even got to space yet in America." Like,
It was made in 1969 before NASA already landed in the
so I was
moon.
like, how the hell did this director come up with all of this? You know, it's very very crazy.
Yeah. So Stanley Kubrick he's not he's not a big fan. No, people are not a big fan of him in the Academy. So he won only one Academy, which is the visual effects on 2001: A Space Odyssey on Academy.
was it?
Yeah, that's it. There's one Oscar, and
That man deserved a lot more.
yeah, but that film wasn't done with like digital technique at all. It's all like visual effects, handmade. Everything is done in front of camera.
And that's a good film. Oh, we're close to wrapping our things up. I just wanted to. I got this for you, bro.
Is that for my birthday gift?
It is, bro. It is. So one of my favorite films this year was Uncut Gems. I've seen it maybe 5-6 times, right? And I got into the jewelry thing. I don't wear it because it's not me, but I just love it. I loved like the blinked Furby, and I just loved Adam Sandler's character. I just love that world. I want to go to New York just to see what that part of New York, that lifestyle is, and I might just buy some jewelry when I'm out there, right? But I saw this shrimp online, so it's a blinged out shrimp, and I wanted to give it to you. I got one for myself, one for you, and then one for Bright, who we're about to call, and I wanted to give this to you, bro. I think it's gonna look fresh on you.
Hey man,
There you go.
ship a shrimp.
Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then for our last segment, we're coming up with a segment called our. You want to put it on?
Yeah.
put it on.
Oh my god.
It's gonna look fresh, huh?
I feel a little weird because I'm a man and you giving me like a like
Bro,
a
but this is
like
come
a
on.
girl gift, like no like
A
questioning.
girl gift. Oh,
No. Like question of like, hey, you wanna put it on and then
put it on, honey. Put it on.
okay, that sounds better.
It looks beautiful on you.
Would you mind to help me a little bit?
Look at.
Oh my God! Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey,
Hey.
it looks very good.
Hey, I think I
It
wanna.
looks very good.
I think I wanna make another song about shrimp.
And you gotta wear this for your music video. You have no choice. You have to wear it.
Hey, you know the shrimp bling? There's a shrimp king.
Oh, what did he say?
What did it say? Watch out, is shrimp bling?
Watch how this shrimp blings.
Who is shrimp king?
Who's the motherfucking shrimp king?
Yeah. Hey, where's shrimp queen? Oh!
Yeah. Where's his queen? She's around somewhere. We came up with this new segment called, and I mean it's a new segment, it's a new thing, everything.
Everything is new segment here.
It's called Our Shrimpy Short. So every week, whether it's a guest we have or we're gonna call someone, we're gonna call them and we're gonna ask them for a phrase, a sentence, or a word, and we're gonna create a 1 to 2 minute short based off of that. We're gonna shoot it with what we have. We're not gonna go crazy. We're not gonna spend money, nothing. We're gonna shoot with what we have. We're gonna create it and we're gonna show it at the end of the podcast. So today, we're gonna call the homie Bright. Who's Bright to us?
Bright is my Thai homie, and now he's one of our Blue Shrimp. Blue Shrimp, now we have official 4 employee, which is Thomas, Oak, Bright, and Stephanie.
4.
Mexican, Thai, and Brazilian.
Crazy, huh?
Imagine.
That's diverse.
That diverse, yep.
It's,
So we're gonna cooperate, but I feel like I'm a little scared because this guy know who we are, and he gonna throw some weird phrase.
yeah, I think so too. I don't know what to expect from him.
What's up, Bright?
What's up, so much?
So now
Hey, senor, how you doing?
you're on our podcast right now.
On the podcast, with whom?
With,
It's us two and you, bro.
with the world.
With the world. That's great. Sounds good.
Hey, bro. So,
How may I help you today?
So as you know, we talked to you a little bit about the Shrimpy Short segment on our podcast, and we wanted you to give us a word, a phrase, or a sentence, and we're gonna create a short film based off of that.
Sounds interesting.
Can you
How
give
many
us
words
something?
is it?
One thing. Don't go crazy on me.
Okay, not too crazy, but I think I will go with dishonesty.
Dishonesty.
Dishonesty. Interesting.
Damn.
See?
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
I thought you were gonna go dirty.
Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, I was thinking about it too.
Well, I'm glad you didn't do it.
I was expecting. I was.
Kissing or something like that.
Kissing.
No.
We're fine with dishonesty. I don't think people would want to see Oak and I kiss for a minute on screen. Okay.
I was thinking about.
Well, thank you, Brad. I appreciate it, bro. We'll talk soon.
Right.
For sure, you're welcome.
Cool. Thank you, bro. We'll talk soon.
Look forward to see it.
Mhm.
Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Have
Later.
fun. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you.
So dishonesty.
Cool. Thank you, Bright. We got a word. We're gonna come up with some concept and how to shoot it very quick. Just fun stuff to make our brain still working as a filmmaker.
It's like as if we're in film school, getting told to make a film every week or something.
And we got a deadline.
Yeah. So next week, you will all see that. Other than that, that's it for the Shrimpy podcast today.
There you go.
It was fun. I enjoyed it. Everything's getting darker. The sunset is set. The sun has set. And Oak, I appreciate you coming out today, bro. We're in Woodland Hills. We had a good time.
Thank you so much. And how are we gonna end it?
Let's play that theme song again. Hey, actually written by Carmichael, who did an amazing job.
Carmichael.
I hit him up. I hit up Oak and I said, hey, bro, like I really like this Roger Rabbit theme, the maroon theme, and he said I like it too. So I sent it to Carmichael and I said, we want this, but make it powerful, and he said, for sure. So like this and like something Marvel. I said, cool, do it. And he did. And we're really happy with it. So thank you so much, Carmichael. We'll have him on in a couple weeks and we'll talk to him too about music and score and his mindset too. But other than that, we'll see what we have next week for the Shrimpy podcast. It's a good time.
It's a good day. Thank you, guys.